Stealer would have worked, but I don't think the matchup against TA is all too nice. And they go with a Troll instead. I think that's a lot.
The Timber versus the Strength matchup, which could be problematic, but I think T1's got a great draft this time around. And Paj, he's going to make the jump in. Seeing that small camp being farmed up, he wants to go for the first blood, and it looks like he's probably got it. Carl can't do anything. Paj able to secure first blood, and tips are out against Carl. Got to walk away and even take a bounty rune for himself. A bit lane. There is another jump in onto Carl on that Kunkka. He's in big trouble at the moment as the Shadow Strike's still ticking him down, and I don't think he can make it out. He'll try to eat a tango, and that actually might be enough. He is surviving through it. Carl is going to survive on 9 HP, as now the chase is back on for Tims this time around on the Pango. And with the Fire Blast and the Ignite, it should be more than enough to take down Tims. And it will be.
And they get some punishment, but that's still a lot of time Carl has to spend back home.
Be a massive kill for T1 if they can get it, and they'll pop the Mortimer's Kisses. Battle Trance has been expended, and now the rest of the team are making their way over, but Jackie is already so low, and they just want the one damn kill. Jackie, he will go down to the Scatter Blast, but now the Sonic Wave out. Yopaj, he's going to get Zephyr, and it looks like they've got Whitemon. So it's still a decent trade, as long as Carl gets himself out of there. Start to get involved, and well, especially once you have the Blink BKB up, then you're certainly getting involved. The Schem can be spotted here by Whitemon, but they'd love to go onto Yopaj. Problem is, he's going to be perfectly fine with the support there of the Bane, so instead they'll turn back in onto Whitemon, see if they can burst him down. Yopaj, a very aggressive blink in. Cookie's way off the mark, but they roar him up. They just want the Quap dead, and it looks like this might be the first death for Yopaj, and they get him. Gabby will take the kill, and that's what you wanted to see there from T1. Carl, he's going to land the X. Won't throw out the Torrent though. Instead, Nightmare will be there. Though Schem does get stunned up. But again, it's a very weird team fight from T1 thus far, as they haven't really fully committed. And Boom Esports, they will fully commit if they want to. And that they do. They start to move in. Not really finding the target yet as FBZ. He's going to be targeted here by T1. A lot of HP being removed right now, but Nightmare is there from Skemp to try and save his FBZ. He is still alive. Tims, meanwhile, will come in now with the Rolling Thunder. It's going to be a nice stun out as Jackie does move in with that Battle Trance onto Cuckoo. They've got rid of Whitemon, and now the Sonic Wave out. Chapoy, he lands on absolutely everybody as they even find Gabby. And FBZ, he eventually goes down, but it took so long to get that T-body here as they seem to want to move up top lane. Maybe even go mid. Carl, he's shown up again, and FBZ, he's just so confident moving into that Conquer, and they just blow him up. He has no HP right now, as Whitemon will be the third to go. It seems like a very similar story, Jonathan. They do have a smoke on Whitemon, but they aren't really choosing to pop it yet. Just not confident that they aren't being watched at the moment, as the Tims. He's going to move in, and Fire Blast will be there. Tims, though, going to swashbuckle right away. The Ignite is ticking him down. Schem is just going to Nightmare him up, and he might actually live through it as Tims goes for the TP out, and he's not going to make it. He'll die in the fountain. Meanwhile, FBC being stunned up, but he's a bit too tanky right now. They're not going to be able to deal with it.
Go for the defense here on T1, though.
They have to try. Boat Torrent is out onto Jackie, but do they have that burst damage to really get rid of him? He does have the Aegis anyway, so he's going to wait out the first life. Nice start for T1. See if they can follow up as FBZ will move in, and now Jackie gets roared up, but where's your follow-up? Gabby's going to try and rush in with the Scatter Blast, the meld, and the Cookie. They've got Jackie. He did not press that ulti button, and Boom Esports need to rush the hell away as Schem now will be chased down. They'll have plenty of vision with that Fade Grenade. Tim's unable to stick around to help. T1 able to successfully find.
See who they really find here. Kind of blind movement out here from T1.
Yeah, they might go on to Schem and Gabby. Oh, that's a very nice blink in. Nightmare is going to delay somewhat, but Gabby eventually going to find the kill. And well, this is that point. They've hit that timing on Gabby. Smoke, Yopaj is there to try and secure a powder rune and does get a double damage. It could be scary timing now with that DD room up on the Quap. Is FBZ going to just charge right in with the chains out, and now they're Rolling Thunder to follow up, but where is it? There it is, right in onto the Beastmaster. They want Cuckoo dead first, but the boat is going to fly in to try and protect. They've got Tim surely, as he cannot roll away, and Cuckoo, he tries to TP out, but they get the kill in time, and now they're onto Carl. They want that Kunkka dead, but it looks like they're going to have to leave him be. At least for now, they turn back in onto Whitemon instead. And it...
Still 2 minutes until that next rush, so plenty of time for both sides to kind of set up, get some vision out. T1 still clumping around as a team, trying to get control of their bot jungle, but they are at least cutting off the split push coming out from FBZ. He's been forced to clump up. They might fight around this rune though.
Tim's gonna get X'd up into the torrent and the boat with the Mortimer's Kisses. They just throw everything with the kitchen sink at Tim's to make sure he does die. And now they really want Skem on that Bane. They'll rush for him. The Nightmare going to buy a bit of time to Skem. He might be able to walk away, but no, he will eventually burn out. Instead, White One, though, does drop. As FBZ tries to find another target for his team to jump, and the buyback will be there. Tim's, he needs to rejoin this team fight as they roll right through Jackie's BKB, and they're getting through the HP pool. They have Battle Trance available if they need it, and now Tim's, a big Rolling Thunder through too. Cuckoo's going to drop. Zephyr's blinked out of there, and so has Gabby. And they do not want this team fight any longer, as Yopaj is still going to have a look around for more. Whitemon still being very annoying from that high ground, though Yopaj now going to try and jump in and deal with this Ogre. Meanwhile, Gabby looking for a way into this team fight himself. Whitemon dropping very low though on the Sonic Wave. We'll get rid of him as now Tim's with the Rolling Thunder again. He's going to land on Cuckoo, and now the Fiend's Grip. It's caught out Gabby. Skem with the tip immediately, knowing there was no way to cancel the Fiend's Grip off. And Carl's forced the BKB and just run back towards the base. As Boom Esports, they will stick around the tier 2. In fact, they want to dive tier 3 towers. But can they really dive Carl? I don't think so. He does have that Ags up. He does have the Torrent Storm. They will go back for the mid tier 2 instead. And probably the Roshan after that.
And that's just great. I think Yopaj managed to use that arcane rune. The kisses still have a roar. The respawns weren't that long, but they're not in position to contest. They did have vision over the Roche though, so they know it's happening, but they have to surrender it.
Aegis chance to go the way of Jackie. One should be prepared to try and fight, especially with that Torrent Storm up on Carl. But things haven't been too smooth as of late. FBZ will chain in. They'll Fire Blast him up and lock him down with the Mortimer's Kisses and the Roar, but Yopaj, he'll jump in and try to stop all this from happening. Still, FBZ has gone. And maybe now you can force the defense, really, as Boom Esports cannot fight without him. Tim's just going to roll away. T1 might feel the need to keep pushing, but now Tim's, he'll turn around again. Yopaj with a Sonic Wave out onto 4 heroes. But can they really fight? Whitemon's gone, and now the Fiend's Grip again. It's caught Carl, and there's no cancelling. What a Rolling Thunder out from Tim's. And that's something you just don't really expect to happen, John. The good old U-turn there from our Pango, it ends up paying off.
And that's going to force a couple of buybacks here for the defense. They still have Gabby. He still has damage. No grip to pin him down, so he knows he can actually get a good defense off. And that's going to hold back Boom. But again, forcing one buyback.
As they head up top tier 1, top tier 3 again. Carl going to try and delay this the best he can, and they've got great ways of doing it. Jackie, though, looks like he's going to move his way up. He's got that secondary life with the Aegis. This time FBZ may not try to rush into the tier 3. They were prepared last time around, though Mortimer's Kisses have been expended, and Jackie will lose that first life again. It's a good start here for T1. FBZ, though, pretending to chain in, as he does end up not really going in, but Yopaj has, with the blink out, he does get the roar out. The Nightmare's going to save it, the boat flies in, Yopaj is gone. No buyback available for the Quap, and T1 can really fight this one out now, as they're going to try, but Carl, he's been focused down. Jackie trying to chase him out, but there's so much control on the Troll that he cannot really just fight, and he is going to drop. A very rare mistake from our Queen of Pain, but Yopaj does go too far, and it does cost the side of Boom quite heavily. The Aeon Disc now, just to ensure that he has that kind of second chance, even without the Aegis. Meanwhile, T1, a big smoke up right into a double damage rune. That could be a very good start to this fight, as now Gabby certainly wants to try and force the fight. FBZ is going to be the one to break the smoke, but they saw Yopaj. He'll blink away. Meanwhile, Skem's going to be fine. Jackie, though, is going to get roared up through the BKB, and Whitemon jumps in. They really want that Bane, and they've got Skem locked down. Meanwhile, Yopaj has jumped in. Cuckoo, he gets taken out right off the bat, and now Skem can just buy back into the team fight as Tim's. He's going to drop to boot. Meanwhile, Zephyr, though, has also been chased down and locked down here on the Snapfire, so he should be another casualty of war. And he will be. At 2 for 2 so far. You do get that buyback committed from Skem, and he might be going right back to the graveyard as he dies back immediately to Gabby. Not great news for Boom. As T1 now get the better end of that trade.
And that is a very odd mistake from Scam. He just walks forward looking for a D-ward, does not respect the output.
On that first level. Oh, but they might find him immediately. Whitemon, he's in with the Ignite. Can they lock him down? Aeon Disc already procs, so he's forced to blink away. In the meantime, they do come in from the backside. Boom Esports is still trying to find a way to force this fight. But Torrent is going to land on Carl, and it looks like T1 are happy to just kite out. FBZ though, chaining right in, trying to force the fight. It's not happening yet. Carl is still just kiting away from the side of Boom Esports as they chase him down. Who have they caught? It's going to be Zephyr on the Snapfire, but in the meantime, Skem has died, and Gabby, he's cleaning up. He's found Tim's to boot. They even do take down that Snapfire, but now they can work on towards FBZ, and the damage output, Gabby, he's just annihilating them right now. A big Sonic Wave and a double Sonic Wave out, however, but it doesn't seem to be enough as Jackie with the Battle Trance, he's going to try and fight by himself, but here comes the Torrent Storm, and here comes Gabby onto Yopaj. He's got the Queen of Pain down, and it seems like the Troll is all by himself. As FBZ though, he'll chain in with the chains out. He does get Carl on that Kunkka, but Jackie is still looking to die as Gabby's got a Rampage on the TA, and it might just be a double. FBZ's going to pop the Bloodstone. It's not going to be enough. A double Rampage out for Gabby. This might be the turning point here for T1, John. I mean, this game's looking great for him, and...
But the damage output of Gabby is just so high now, and they're going to go for tier 4s. No buyback in FBZ, no buyback in Yopaj. With the damage of Gabby, this is a tough defense for Boom.
It certainly is. Tim's with the Rolling Thunder, gonna try and buy a bit of time as the buyback is there from Jackie. Into the Battle Trance and the Fiend's Grip, they've held down Gabby. They've got the TA, but the Force Staff gonna save. Still Gabby falling, and he does go down. He's gonna buy back though, as they get the Torrent Storm out. Jackie's being controlled up, and they've got the Troll Warlord. That has to be it. That has to be the GG call to come, as T1 will just put the nail on the coffin here. Boom Esports, they've only got Tim's left, and that's it. He's got buyback, but there's no way to defend by himself, and the GG will be called. T1 are not going to tap out after 3 games. They will force it to a game number 4 of this grand final.
Yeah. T1 play really well there. Like, they hold on, they have faith in Gabby to farm up. Boom, just maybe overly aggressive. We've seen this a couple of times from Boom before, where they just keep jumping forward, keep forcing fights, and keep buying back. That's just how they play, but T1 managed to punish it this time. I think you did have slower lanes coming out from T1. You know, Carl's lane didn't go particularly well. We still saw Yopaj win out. I just think the win condition of T1 was much bigger. Like, a TA is just a lot scarier than the Troll. You didn't have much presence coming out from the Timbersaw as the game went on. And I think that's one of the issues of that hero. It just has a very big plateau where it just stops scaling. I think T1 managed to make that work well. You can see they're very calm though. They're not overly excited. They know there's still a ways to go in this series, but they have managed to reel it back. And I think for Boom, the last time I heard when they did play against